Okay, so we look at setup. Hand you can see a little bit more forwards by that sort of left thigh. You tended to get them back a little bit at setup here now. And I think that for me just encourages that kind of almost like pulling away with the handle and not really incorporating much wrist hinge. And those yellow lines we can see there on the screen as you go back, you take the golf club back now with the back of your right hand, almost like you're pulling the club away. As you get to about here, if we sort of had that alignment stick going through the club shaft, colour is basically going through the middle of you, yeah? And you want to be making some swings with that alignment that could swing and basically go down your left thigh. And this is effectively kind of your takeaway for a full shot, yeah? Very similar sort of movement there with the club going back. So with the stick there sort of poking out your left shoulder, as we can see, as the club goes back now, there's a little bit of wrist hinge. And it's not excessive sort of cocking up of the wrist to get it up here. You're just moving the hands and allowing all the momentum of the club to take the golf club back. Now, was there a lot of wrist hinge in this shot, as you can see? No. Not a lot, but at least now with the club here, yeah, the lead arm and the club in a slightly different position. Whereas if you look at this on the right-hand side, the left arm, if we continue sort of through your left forearm, yeah, the left arm is kind of higher than the club. Yeah? In reality, the left arm, if you extend it, should be effectively underneath the club there, not this sort of dragged and lifted position. So getting that club in a better position. Now from here, with the weight being forward, you can just basically pivot around the corner. Good strike. You see the loft of that golf ball now come off the club face. You're using the loft correctly. And when you finish, there's a little bit of arms out here. Yeah, we're not quite getting the arms working in and around here. So that kind of drill we said with the sort of palms facing down. Just when you do that, you keep exactly, yeah. So the gapping between your hands and kind of your belt buckle is going to maintain its sort of movement because you're turning your torso. So I'm here now, I'm turning around myself this way. Hands are all staying very, very close. You're not sort of sliding it, going this way.
My hand should be a lot lower.
A little bit more. I mean, for the shot you were going to try and play, I mean, your arms only need to be sort of, I'd say it's about here somewhere, yeah? Okay. That looks to me, I mean, we're playing longer shots, so in fairness, there's going to be a little bit more of a longer swing, I suppose, but more so in terms of, even if I was going to swing the club further, yeah, my arms are still going to be, it's not really stretching out away from the ball, yeah? We want to lock your arms out because any tension or locking with the arms is going to be no good at all. So having the wrist hinge there, setup is key. I think for you, always that left hip, we've got to just bump it forward. You tend to want to set up here and almost stick your right hip out that way, the shot, exactly. So it just gets everything going, weak grip, high right shoulder. So just almost from here now, if there's an imaginary wall, I'm just going to sort of just bump into my left hip. Just get this left hip a little bit further forward. And then allow for a little bit of hinge, as we said. So you're using the body better this way, rather than sort of taking it back and almost you're dragging the shoulder up and the handle back, yeah? Because from this one here now, there's a good chance that club face is going to be shut and hitting the ground behind the golf ball. And as a good player, you're going to fix that by trying to sort of swing your arms up and out, is what we're seeing kind of in that follow through, yeah? So that follow through will eventually start disappearing once you use the loft of the golf club better. Face sits down a bit more open. If we again look at that club there, that's me telling you keep the club face open, keep the club. That's basically square, isn't it? And that to you feels like it's sort of leaning backwards here. Okay. I'd keep practicing that stepping drill we did with the long game. Just one thing to sort of we'll put on the video to remind you, when you're stepping, obviously your left arm is going to be kind of parallel here. As you continue on round with your body rotation, you're stepping at that point. But this foot, when you step, has to step almost facing toe outwards. If you face it kind of toe facing inwards like this, I mean, you've got your left hip's going to be stuck, and if you're not careful, you might hurt yourself. So, and don't be afraid to do it super slow. Like you're just sort of handing, almost like in slow motion, going like that. We have this ability to sort of do things at different speeds here. But once you get a golf club in our hand and you want to just send it, it's like, I don't want to hit it. There's that anticipation of hitting the golf ball. So, okay? Very good. Well done.